Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my single eyeshadow collection, Declutter. Last time I left you after I finished a few of my random palettes, and the Colourpop collection is done in a separate video, but now I wanted to continue with the eyeshadows that I did not touch yet, like my Nabla collection, my self-made eyeshadow, my Inglot collection. So we're gonna go through those right now. I have a empty palette with Declutter eyeshadows, and this one here is my Maybe palette. I will be adding in here the shades that I'm not sure whether I will be decluttering or not. And yeah, let's get started. Starting with my Nabla palettes. This one right here is already missing a few eyeshadows, and that's because they ended up being decluttered previously, just in the last few videos. But I still want to go through these and make sure I like them all still. So I will swatch them and take a look. If they remind me of anything that I already own, or if they just don't perform as I wish they would. For example, this coppery shade, I think it's called Aphrodite. I have a ton of these shades in my collection, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. This shade here is called On the Road. I already compared it previously to some other eyeshadows. I actually quite like the tone of brown. However, I wanted to check compared to some of my favorite Anastasia shimmers, which are right here, if it's not similar to something like teak maybe. Definitely not. I don't see anything in this palette that looks similar. How about in this one? Not really. So for that we are good. And I think I'm gonna keep these two for yeah, another round. What I can do actually is put them in my maybe pile just to make sure that I use them enough. Because I haven't used them, so I actually don't know if I like them or not. This shade here is called Sandy. It's a very, yeah, sandy, cool-toned shade right here. I know it's really difficult to see the shadows with the swatches with the lighting, unfortunately. I hope you guys can distinguish what I'm seeing. And I never ever use this eyeshadow. It's a very unique color, but I never use it, so it will go away. This shade right here is Daphne number 2. Also a shade that I never ever use. It's a dark plummy eyeshadow, but I think it's quite nice. I think I'm gonna put it in my maybe palette. This one right here is Glit. I know I love it. I haven't used it in a long time, but it's definitely staying because I love it. And here we have 3 more. This is the shade Snowberry. Quite a unique shade of pink, actually. I quite like it. I don't have, I think, anything like it in my collection. This is the shade Lazy Days. This one I try to love in so many ways and I never do, so this one is gonna go. And this shade right here is Sugar, another one that it has somewhat of an undertone that I don't love, so that's gonna go as well. Oh, this palette went particularly well, hasn't it? My next Nabla palette is this one with my blues and purples. The silver has already gone decluttered because of another silver that I have in my collection that I love more. So we can take a look at these other shades. Okay, clean the hand, here we go. 1 and 2. They're quite nice. I love the sheen on them. This is Zoe and this is Atmosphere. I have them, I haven't used them, however, in a very long time. I think Zoe, I have better eyeshadows. The performance is not always the best. And Atmosphere, no, I think I'll keep that one because it's quite unique. The next shade up is Babylon, and this used to be my only teal eyeshadow that I had, but by now I am so full of teal shimmers that I think this one can go. Next next row, some of my favorites. These two are not going anywhere for sure. Virgin Island and what's the name? New Haven is the matte, and Virgin Island is this shimmer, beautiful crystal. I think I don't remember what formula it is, but it's absolutely stunning. I would never get rid of those. I love them. Next up is the other blue, Eternity. This also used to be my only shimmery blue, but by now I have so much better blues that this can go. My Makeup Geek blues and my Colourpop shimmery blues are much better than this. Next up is another of this special texture ones. It's called the Glasswork. This one I purchased secondhand from a friend, and it's quite new to my collection. It's quite a unique texture in the sense that it's really wet looking, and it is the same texture as their first shadow in this texture, which is not sticking very well right now, which is Water Dream. My hands are very dry because of the swatching, so they don't really show up perfectly. But Glasswork I haven't used yet a lot, and I actually really like it, so it's gonna stay. Next up are these purples. This is a matte gray purple that I got from the latest collection right here. Performance is good. I don't know that I will ever use the color. This is a nice lilac shade called Lilac Wonder. Then we have Calypso, I believe. Yeah, oh no, Cattleya, sorry. My bad. This is iconic, and it's the most beautiful magenta-y purple that I would never, it's discontinued, I would never give it away. And this one out here is Juno Moon. And actually I have a ton of shadows like this, and I never wear this one, so this one can go for sure. Lilac Wonder now is making me wonder. So funny, Alice, because I just swatched quite a few lilacs in my collection, and I wonder if Lilac Wonder is the best lilac there. I am not sure about that. So this one, for example, is Makeup Geek. Another Makeup Geek. This is completely different. Another lilac. Completely different still. Oh, it looks like I don't have anything like it. So I guess it's gonna stay. So now I managed to pare down my Nabla collection by one full palette. It looks like not too bad at all. Looking through my previous declutter palette from Nabla, I'm actually getting rid of quite a bit. Almost 2 palettes full of eyeshadows. So yeah, I'm actually sad because I used to collect these, but I think it's better this way because I have Nabla eyeshadows that I use a lot, among which there are these. These are all their mattes, very beautiful formula. I really like them. I use them more or less. You can see that some of them I use definitely more than others. Here are the special effects ones, and yeah, I just really like these eyeshadows. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this palette intact. I don't think I need to go through it at all, if not for comparison reasons. Time to go through my Inglot eyeshadows. There are some that I am sure I will not be touching, like this green that I use a lot. I think one of these two should go. The white and the cream are new, and I know some of these reds and purples are really good quality, but I also know some of them are very old and not that good quality. So let's get started from the top with this gold. Yeah, it's nothing special, that is the problem. Like if I compare it to this one, it's such a different impression. I think unfortunately not all of Inglot eyeshadows are up to par, so I'm gonna pull out the ones that I'm not really convinced of. This was number 430. This brown here is stunning, I should just use it more. This one right here, it's quite lackluster in performance and color also not really that interesting. I never use it, so I would prefer if someone else would use it. I think it's better for everyone. Here we have some more browns from the new, I think it was the Spice collection from a few years ago. Beautiful. This shimmery brown I have never used, I think, on my eyes, so I think that should go as well. These ones are also, I think, from the Spice collection, and the mattes are super nice and buttery, very, very beautiful shades. This plum shade I think I have in a few other formulas, both ColourPop as well as maybe something here in the Lethal Cosmetics palette, or in the Nabla one. Yeah, this Nabla one is really the same, so I think that is gonna go, if I can do so without ruining any other shadow. Here I have two purples, and I don't know that I need both. They're actually really similar, but I think I like the first one better, so I think the second one will go. Number 375. With these greens, I already know that I don't like either of them, or I haven't used either of them in a long time, so they will both go. I was trying to fill this 40 pan palette up, but unfortunately not all of my choices were very smart. So now I'm left with the half full palette with shades that I never use. So these other greens, this one here I love, I use a lot, and these are 331 and 333. I don't know that I need both, to be honest. I have used both though, that I know for sure. I think I might keep them just for the sake of it. I have them and I'll just keep them. From these blues, teals, I don't think I've used either of them much, but they're really good quality. And then I have the white and the cream, which I had purchased to use as a white and a light bone base, so I'm gonna keep both of those. So from this palette right here, I'm getting rid of 7 eyeshadows. It's not too bad. I should actually downsize this palette completely, but for now it's just gonna stay as is. I think the last palette which we haven't taken a look at is this one right here. These are all TKB Trading micas that I have developed a formula for and pressed myself. Now it's been 2 years by now, so I want to check which ones are still good, and the ones that are not performing great in swatches I want to try on my eyes. So I will do some sort of a division there, but I think there are quite some gems in here and I should really start using them more. Like, for example, this gold. How gorgeous is that? I mean, same goes with this one. They came all from like a series together with this red, for example. They all came from a series that was like fused metals or something. Absolutely gorgeous. And sometimes I just pressed the micas as they came. In some cases, like this one, I mixed. So this one is called number 5, and it was just a mixture that I made. And I was trying to achieve a matte formula that would press, because when using only oxides, iron oxides, it was really difficult to press. So this one here had some pearls in it, but I don't think this works very well in the eye. I will test it out, so I'll put it in my maybe. I have been doing this declutter that's so long that it's by now night time. Here is a panned view for you of what I am keeping. My Makeup Geek collection, the Inglot, my Lethal Cosmetics collection. These are some random eyeshadows. My Nebula collection has reduced quite a bit. My pressed pigments, Tammy Tenuka pigments. These are my iridescent shades, my Neve Cosmetics shades, and this is my Maybe palette, which I will have to try out and decide whether I'm gonna keep or not. And here are the eyeshadows that I am going to get rid of from this declutter. Quite a bit of Nebula, my Inglot, and these are all miscellaneous, some Mulak, some MAC, and these are my own pressed pigments. Overall, I don't think this went too bad. I can finally see into my drawer and see all of the palettes that I have and what I'm gonna be using. I think this is already much better than my previous mess that you saw when you last saw my Shop My Stash. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Sorry for the shakiness and the darkness, but by now it's nighttime. And don't forget to subscribe to see more declutters for all the rest of my makeup, and I will see you guys in my next video.